Are you coming directly from New York?
Actually, I spent something like 20 hours back home. The next flight. And in those 20 hours, I had a number of things, including a wedding.
Wow.
So, not mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure to welcome my colleague Popposki to Helsinki for a bilateral visit and discussions. Macedonia and Finland enjoy very good relations. We had your Prime Minister here not so long ago. During my previous time in office, I also visited your country, as has my successor has also visited. But I think there is a lot of scope to develop our relations because our trade is minimal. But we hope that that will be corrected once Macedonia becomes a member of the European Union. We have always supported Macedonian intentions to join the European Union. I know that you are doing a lot of work, and we will discuss it in detail on meeting the criteria. And we are only very sorry that so far we have not been able to, even if the Commission has recommended it several times, to start the actual negotiations. We are recognized as a candidate country, but we also need to start working on the real negotiations. We all know that one of the reasons for this, which is that one of our member states has so far, because of the name issue, opposed this, but we feel that the time has come that we must be able to start, and we are hoping that we can do this when we get the Commission's next report and take action on that report. We also discuss some of the more wider European issues and international issues, such as the arms trade treaty, which is close and important for both of us. Please.
Thank you very much for welcoming us in Helsinki. It is a great pleasure. We had a very open discussion, very constructive discussion on the prospects of the European Union, on tackling the challenges that are not only regional but also that matter to all the citizens and taxpayers of our joint European family. I really enjoyed the discussions that were referring to the possibility of strengthening the bilateral relations. We do agree, both of us, that the starting point is at the low level, but we are not going to remain at this level, and we are going to make some efforts in order to improve and to strengthen the relationships and exchanges between both of the countries. The fact that we are currently in a challenging situation from the perspective of managing the debt crisis should not be a discouragement to strengthening the efforts in keeping the credibility of the enlargement process. Macedonia has shown, and this is what I have shared today, its commitment to deliver on all priority reforms and fulfillment of criteria. For a number of years we are ready to start accession negotiations, and we believe that as it has been the case in the context of Scandinavian cooperation. In Southeast Europe, neighbors should support each other on that road. We hope that this will become a priority objective for all the governments, especially for a country that is already a member state of NATO and the European Union, and we will put this into the context of making sure that legal requirements and obligations, and above all common interests, are put at the highest possible stance. Finland and Macedonia are two friendly countries which are two extremes of the European continent, and which are committed to work even more on making this European idea a common project and a success project. We just hope that the friends that we have in Finland and in the European Union will help us to start the accession negotiation process and to help to build a new atmosphere, a new era in bilateral relations in the Balkans region that has suffered in the past from conflicts, but is set right now on the right track to contribute in the European family. Thank you very much once again for hosting us in Helsinki, and we will be more than happy to see you visiting us in Macedonia.